Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to cover about the configuration of transistors from transistor and MOSFET unit. So we'll see about the contents, common base connection, common emitter connection, then common collector, amplification factors such as alpha and beta, and the relationship between the alpha and beta. So common base connection. We know that the transistor is having a three terminals, emitter, base and the collector. In this, one will act as an input circuit, one will act as an input and other junction will act as an output. See, in the common base configuration, the name itself indicates here base is a common and emitter base junction in the input side, collector base junction in the output side. So just that configuration diagram I have shown here. We are using here NPN transistor. So I is the current, input current, and IC is the output side current. So this is about the common base connection, the diagram of the common base connection, and where it is used in the single stage amplifier circuits such as the microphones and some radio frequency amplifiers. We are using this because of the some high frequency response. Just you have to remember, base is a common, emitter is the input side and collector is the output side. So emitter base junction is in the input side, collector base junction in the output side, VCB, VB and the VCB. Next we'll see about the common emitter connection. Here what happened in the common emitter connection? Emitter is the common, as the name itself indicates. For the input side, base and emitter is the common input, and output side VCE, that is collector and the emitter is the output side. So you can see the NPN transistor practical circuit diagram here. This is the transistor. Input signal we are applying and output signal we are taking from the RC. And this is just for the biasing, VBB and VCC for the biasing the emitter base junction and the collector base junction. So that emitter base junction should be always forward bias and collector base junction should be reverse bias. Where it is used? It's actually inverting amplifier circuit, and it is a what happen 180-degree phase shift it will be giving. Amplification purpose and all we are using this common emitter circuit. Next we'll see about the common collector. As the name itself indicates, we are using the collector as a common for the input and the output side. Base and collector will be for the input, emitter and collector for the output side. So this is a practical circuit diagram of the NPN transistor common collector circuit, and where it is used, it is a configuration as a actually voltage gain of about 1, that is a unity gain. Hence it is used for the buffering circuit because of the unity gain, voltage unity gain. Next we'll see about some amplification factors alpha and the beta. So first we'll see about the current amplification factor alpha. What happened in the common base configuration, ratio of the change in the output collector current to the input emitter current is called as the at a constant base voltage. See here in the common base configuration, what is the input side current? Input side current will be always emitter current and output side will be collector. So that is only output by input. Output is a IC, input is a I. Same for the base current amplification factor is for the common emitter. What is the output side in the this one common emitter configuration? Collector current. So IC. What is the input current? IB. So beta is nothing but IC by IB. What is the relation between these two? Just I given in the some derivation. We know that I is equal to IB plus IC. Just divide this both of that by the IC. That's for the simplification, because we want the terminology in terms of alpha and the beta, because the relationship between the alpha and beta. I by IC, IB by IC, IC by IC is equal to 1. Then see here IC by I. Just people see the what is alpha? IC by I. So that is only this IC divided by I it will become. So 1 divided by IC by I nothing but IC by I is equal to alpha. Again same way IC by IB is equal to beta plus 1. So if you do simplification, you will be getting the alpha is equal to beta divided by 1 plus beta. Similarly, if you derive, then beta is equal to alpha divided by 1 minus alpha. So this is about the relation between the alpha and beta. Thank you.